As adventure athletes, we cherish our wild spaces. Yet our environment and agricultural landscapes are in crisis. To turn the tide, small day-to-day food choices can have a much bigger impact than you'd think. So let's start where we play, where we run, ride, hike, and dive. Let's support the local food systems that fuel our adventures. I'm Jonnah. I've been farming in Wisconsin for more than a decade, producing organic food for my community. I'm also a competitive trail runner. Running and food are tangled up so deeply inside me that I don't even know which one defines me more. But I can tell you firsthand that food and adventure are more connected than you'd think. I was a classically trained ballet dancer and took that pretty far. Went to New York, danced there, realized that I wasn't really gonna cut it. I'm from Madison, and so is Jesse. So I came back to Madison and ran into Jesse, and his family owned a farm, and it all kind of snowballed from there. I was struck by the amount of vegetables we could grow on only a few dozen acres. Our CSA was growing food for over 2,000 families.
Jonnah, she's just very driven. Everything she comes at, she just goes for it. She's a very passionate person. She's very ambitious.
Jesse is just a super fun, spontaneous, and he's a super athletic guy. He comes from a pretty intense cycling background. He told me what an ultra was. He's there's this thing, it's called an ultra marathon. You'd be really good at it because you're super stubborn. So you should try it. So I went for it. From my front door out into the wild. In running, I experienced tremendous solitude and gratitude. Alone with my thoughts, I started to see the connections. In nature, I was finding adventure. In the organic food we produced, I found the fuel to go even farther. This rich, diverse Wisconsin landscape has not only shaped my food perspective, its steep valleys and windy ridgetops have made me into the runner I am today. Competitive running took our family all across the country. And with every passing mile, I found myself looking at these new landscapes, not just for the adventure potential, but with a curiosity for the food production it supported. Who's growing that food? And who are the athletes tied to these environments, pushing their limits in nature, powered by the local foods? Now I'm on a mission to explore the connections between local food systems and the adventure athletes they nourish. We're gonna meet some incredible people on their home turf and experience adventures only their environments can offer. Farming in the Front Range, cycling up the Rockies, spearfishing in Hawaii. Let's go see what it means to eat local and run wild.